Hey guys, what's up? It's Warspur, and today we're going to be talking a little bit more about Crysis 3, and I've got beasting gameplay for you guys on Downbird, although I can't help but feel that I wasn't really trying my best in this match. I think I was just playing around, having a bit of fun, doing a little bit of parkour at various points in this match, you'll see, and I still managed to get 38 kills in a TIA match, so obviously the enemies weren't the best, although these guys were pretty challenging in the rounds before. Like, there were some good players in here. They must have just been having a bad game or something. People asking for my YouTube channel and stuff. It's actually that guy, if you saw the last video I uploaded about that hacker, it was him. He was in this server as well, asking me for the YouTube channel, the link to the video to prove that I wasn't cheating when I killed him around that corner after tagging him. I do get accused of cheating quite a lot in this game, but it's just because I like using my visor a lot of the time, and I did tag a lot of people, and tagging is very useful. I saw a post in actually on my Crysis forums asking about how tagging will work in Crysis 3 and saying like that tagging is not very useful at all in Crysis 2, but I think tagging is one of the most useful things in Crysis 2, and you should really be using it quite a lot in your gameplays. This guy was from the console, so I'm on PC, and maybe it's a little bit different in the console. Obviously, fail parkour going on here. Obviously on console, I think the controls are a little bit harder than, well, they would be obviously for me, than mouse and keyboard. Like pretty much all my buttons are on my keyboard, so my left hand on my keyboard is just spamming buttons like crazy, so I can activate my visor, toggle in and out of cloak, armor, get out my visor, aim down sights, start killing, sprinting, running, crouching, jumping, everything. All that's done on my left hand. Now, people on console are obviously limited to their little compact controller, and their fingers, man, must not be able to get around the buttons quick enough to activate their visor, but I'm in and out of visor in like a couple of seconds to tag someone and then get them when they come around the corner or whatever. So I think the tagging system for me in Crysis 2 is perfect, and I'd love to see that tagging system return for Crysis 3. I wouldn't honestly change it at all. So moving on to one of the main points that I wanted to talk about in this video, is Nanosuit Rebooting. Nanosuit Rebooting, for all you guys who are here, maybe you guys haven't played Crysis 2 and you're here just to find out that little bit more about Crysis 3. Nanosuit Rebooting is the equivalent of prestiging in Call of Duty. Now, most people know what that is. So in Crysis 2, what happened was you got to level 51, you'd be given the opportunity to reboot your suit, and this would set you back to level 1, relock all your weapons, all your attachments, all your suit modules would be locked, and basically you'd get to keep your achievements and your dog tags and stuff like that, and you'd get a tiny little 20 pixel emblem next to your name to let people know that you were like Prestige 1, and then you get a little arrow added for Prestige 2 or Nanosuit Reboot 2. But a lot of times when that was very unnoticeable for a lot of noobs, so like they would see this level 6 player on their first Nanosuit Reboot and they'd be like, oh my god, what the fuck, how's a level 6 dominating the server, you must be fucking hacking. And you'd get called a hacker a lot of the time for that, for being level 6 on Nanosuit Reboot 5 for example, which means you're really like level 206. You're not level 6, you're level 206, and that's the difference now. People are all like, oh, call me a hacker, and they're like level 20 something. I'm like, dude, you're level 20, I'm level 255. You got a problem, man. I've been playing this game since release, but they can't tell that because it's so unnoticeable. So I think like some form of bigger notification that you are like Nanosuit Reboot 1 or 2. Like, we haven't heard that Nanosuit Rebooting is even going to be in Crysis 3, but I assume going with the COD model that it's still going with is going to have some form of prestiging. So what we need is new ways for prestige to be better. Like in Crysis 2, all you get is that, and you get one new weapon skin for a particular weapon on each reboot, and it was the same weapon skin for each weapon on a different reboot. That's pretty shit. Now, what other stuff would we like to see people receive for rebooting? So I know in Call of Duty, when you prestige, you get a new custom class unlock. Now that's a lot of people had been requesting that for Crysis 2. 5 custom class slots are not enough. So one thing that you could get for rebooting is access to 1 extra custom class slot. So you reboot 5 times and you now have 10 custom class slots to choose from, which would be really good. That'd be a nice feature to have. I'd like that. Please do that, Crytek. So another thing is obviously that emblem. We need an updated emblem to make it more noticeable that we have rebooted. Now, another thing that we could have for people who have rebooted is a new set of playlists. I know on Call of Duty, like, you guys are all quick joining stuff to certain playlists, like join a TIA playlist and just automatically push you in a lobby. On PC, we're all on dedicated servers, so it wouldn't be so effective there, but we could have servers set up so that only people who have rebooted can play on those servers. And some new modes, for example, like 4v4 competitive modes, and like a special setting on servers automatically for them, for people who have rebooted and looking for a little bit more competitive play, and like different rules. For example, you have like no suit modules, like no kill streaks on these competitive modes, stuff like that, like some cool stuff for competitive players and for like people who've put in the time and effort to get to level 50 and actually reboot their suit and want to get this extra content. Some extra content for people who have done everything, like 60 hours worth of gameplay, and like public servers might get boring, but we want something new at the end. That's why we reboot. Now, another thing people wanted was the actual opportunity to completely start over and reset all their stats completely. Like, they might have a 0.9 KDR by the time they get to level 50. Now what they would like to do is just get rid of that 0.9 KDR and start from 0 kills and 0 deaths, so that when they get to level 50, they can start getting like a 3.0 KDR without any of their previous kills or death ratios affecting them. They don't matter, so which I think that would be pretty good, although I probably wouldn't choose it because it'd be there as an option. Like, it wouldn't definitely happen because some people want to see their stats as a whole, like their entire history of their game, which is what I'd like to keep. Although, like in Crysis 2, my stats aren't that great because a lot of the time I'm sitting populating servers and like just playing a lot with friends and stuff. And at the beginning of the game, I got some pretty shit KDRs. But like, if you check my stats and go to like the past month or something, my KDRs are all above 3.0. Whereas like my overall KDR is like 1.9 or something. Now, if I was given the chance to reset that, maybe I would reset it, maybe not. So another thing I was thinking that could be awarded to people who reboot is the opportunity to create a clan. Now, in Warface, once you can spend 5,000 in-game cash to create a clan, and then people can join this clan. So seeing as Crysis 3 is probably not going to have some form of in-game cash, seeing as it's not a free-to-play, I think if you put in the effort, instead of having to reach 5,000 cash, you reach level 50, reboot, and you're given the opportunity to create or join a clan. This would prevent people who are running around wearing clan tags of a clan which they are not a part of. So I think that'd be a good idea. What do you guys think? It's up to you guys. I mean, I'm just posting my ideas here, and I'd really like to see pretty much all this stuff that I've been saying in Crysis 3. Like, the reason I do these videos is because I am like talking directly to Crytek here, suggesting ideas to them, and hoping that you guys feel the same, and asking for your guys' opinions on these things. Now, I knew that subject was going to take up a full video because I did have a lot to say about it. So I'm going to continue talking about Crysis 3 in more videos later on, but let me know what you think about those things, guys, and yeah, I'll see you later.